Hey Mommas, today we're going to talk about the bittersweet moments of momhood and the grief that comes along with each of those moments and how to make the most of each moment. Hey guys, I'm Brandy Lydon, host and founder of Mom, You're Not Alone. Also, I'm a realtor, a local realtor and investor here in Knoxville, Tennessee. So what are bittersweet moments in our momhood? So I'm going to share my story about what I'm currently going through with my oldest. She is a senior in high school. She's going to graduate in May, and she is off to college in August. And some of the things that I am going through and feeling during this stage of life, this bittersweet moment, it is, I'm going to miss her. First of all, I'm going to miss her so much. So there's sadness. My son is going to miss her a ton. And so we're working through this sadness. But then we have excitement. She's going away to college. She knows no one. She's going 3 hours away. So there's excitement for her. Like there's new adventures. And then I'm so proud. There's proudness going into this. So, I think about she lost her dad a year and a half ago. And she's going 3 hours away to college. How amazing is that? That she's just taking off and going away. So dealing with all these emotions, these are bittersweet moments in life. So how do we transition? How do we move through this stage of life and make the most out of it? So that's what we're going to chat about today. There is also a grieving when we have these bittersweet moments, okay? So there's going to be a little bit of grief. So to all my widow mamas, if you've lost a spouse, there is going to be some grief that goes along with the moment. For us, it's going to be, her dad doesn't see her walk the stage at graduation. Her dad doesn't get to move her into her dorm, okay? So those are the things that I'm dealing with in this moment. Let's talk about the other stages, transitions, bittersweet moments of momhood. So you may have a baby and they are going from baby to toddler. And so, you may grieve the spouse not seeing the first step. You may have a toddler that's, growing up and going off to kindergarten. And so here you are, those are just bittersweet moments. And so in those moments, we have some grief going along with that. But what I want to talk about today is we may think about the negative of it or, oh, my kid's growing up. They're not a cute little baby anymore, a cute little toddler anymore. Well, yeah, you have a kindergartner and your kindergartner can throw away his own trash, take his plate to the sink. So now you have a little helper that you're teaching and, showing responsibility and making a, good little human. So let's talk about, we have a kid, normal kid. We're going to say 5 to 10. Transitioning into a teenager. We all know the teenager years are fun. They're hormonal and they're going through a lot of things, right? So instead of thinking, oh, this is going to be a really negative stage in life, I want you to kind of flip that switch. So what's positive about having a teenager versus a younger kid? They're going to be way more responsible, okay? Now they're rolling down the trash can. Now they're cleaning up their room. Now they're vacuuming for you. Now they're doing, they're helping with siblings. If you have younger siblings, younger children, they're helping out with these duties. So you have to kind of flip the mindset of, being sad, moving from moment to moment, and think about the positive, think about the time leverage that's going to give you. I think one thing that has helped me around mindset is when we think something is going to be hard or something that we might struggle with. If you think a transition, a stage in life is going to be hard, you flip that switch and you change your mindset to what's positive. So I'll share a struggle of mine. So my son is 13 and my daughter leaves in August and I kind of revert back to, I'm driving him to school every day. And she used to do that. I'm picking him up from school every day. She used to do that. I'm making sure I work full time. I'm a realtor. Everyone wants to see a house, nights, weekends. And I'm the one that needs to get him to all the activities. So in my mind, that's a negative thing. That's a stress for me. So if I flip the switch, create a really good calendar, ask for help, some of the things I've talked about in other podcasts, and really change my mindset to how is this going to be a positive thing for me? I'll tell you the biggest positive is I'm going to get a lot of one-on-one time with him. We're going to be in the car together a lot. I'm going to be taking him to all of his things. So the time that my daughter got to spend with him, being the taxi driver, now that's me. So now I get all the one-on-one time. So it's really just changing that mindset for sure. All right, mamas, to wrap this up. So I want you to all know that each bittersweet moment that you're going to go through with your children is important. It's exciting. And I really want you guys to flip that switch. Change your mindset to making it a negative thing, whether that's the grief coming from it, whether it's the hardship that it's going to take to get through those moments. I want you to change that to something positive. Think about the time getting to spend, or how they're going to be a helper, or whatever it is that's making it a positive, okay? So flip that mind switch. Hey mamas, if you have not joined our Facebook group, Mom, You're Not Alone, I personally invite you to hop on over to Facebook, join that group. I am here to help you women build wealth, get your time back, and be able to spend more time with your kids, because Mom, you're not alone.